So children, in the earlier class yesterday we have discussed about the definition of the arrays, and then we have discussed about declaring an array, and then initializing an array was discussed. Okay, so over there what we have did that according to index number we have directly assigned the value to the array. Like if we have written room 0 is equal to 35, that means what we are directly assigning the value 35 on the index number 0 in the array, in this array room. So it was like if it is on 0th index we have stored 35, the value 35 will be getting stored like this. Now today what we are going to discuss that in this video first I will be explaining you the method through which you can use the initialization of an array. Okay, so over there what you have seen that the direct initialization of array was done through the index number, right? But over here in this program what you will see that when we are defining an array, so when we are defining an array, in that case, we will be first taking up the values for the this array, that is room, and then what we will be using that we will be using this for loop over here, and with the use of for loop we will be accessing all the elements of the array. Okay. So first what we have did that first we have declared the class, then we have declared the main function. And now we have taken one array by the name room, and in that, in the curly brackets what you will be doing that in the curly brackets you will be keeping the values like 35, 30, 20, 25 and 45. So all these values are getting assigned in this array. Now the question arises that sir, if it is written like this, how do you know that which is the index number you are carrying? So if it is written like this, it simply means that on the first element you are having the 0th index, then over here you have the first index, then second, then third, and then fourth index over here. So in the order of declaration, the index number will be known to you. Okay, so now what we need to do that we have to print the values for the arrays. So according to index number we will be doing it. So for index number what we have done that we have taken a for loop and we have initialized the value that is equal to 0. And why we have initialized it with 0? Because the indexing of array always starts with 0. Alright, so int I equal to 0, this condition will be checked for 0 less than 5. Why the condition is 0 less than 5, I is less than 5? That it should not be running for the value that is index number 5, because no index number 5 is not available here. Okay, so I less than 5, that means until the condition of 5 or the value of I is equal to 4, this program will run. So very first time when the loop runs 0 is less than equal to 5, this condition will be true. In that case you will enter the body of the loop from here and you will first execute this statement, which is written as system.out.println I plus double slash t I have written. So what it will do that it will provide you some extra space and then it will take the value. Now the value of I on the first time when the loop is running, that is equal to 0. So it will be 0, and with double spaces you will be provided with the value of room of I. So over here when the loop runs for the first time, it is equal to room 0. Okay, so on the 0th index you can see that on the 0th index the element is 35 over here, so that value will be getting stored over here. Now next, when the second time loop will be running, having value of I increased by 1, so what will happen? Now the condition will be checked for 1 less than 5, the condition is still true and the value of I is equal to 1, so over here it will be printed 1 followed by this room 1 over here. So on the first index you have value 30, so 30 will be printed over here. in the similar way, what will happen? In the similar way, you will be going through the whole process for the up to the fourth index. Okay, and now when you will be coming for the fifth index and checking the condition will be 5 less than 5. That condition will be false over here. So what you will do? You will be exit out from this loop, and there is no other statement after this loop. So nothing will happen next. Okay, so in this way also you can initialize the value for your array. Okay, so either you can do it that way or this way. So that's it in this video. Let's see what we will be discussing in the next video.